autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu.
Yes, you're welcome back to your favorite program, Rave Kids and Teens, on Rave 91 FM, where we define your moment with amazing music and quality talk. Children, teenagers, yes, right now it's time for us to learn from the diction segment of the program. And taking us further is going to be Miss Favor. But before then, I'd like to say a very, very big thank you to Weigel Lagers. Every time the children love the gifts, they're so grateful, and we want to say thank you for supporting us and partnering with Rave Kids and Teens. All right, so it's time to hear from Miss Favor. Take your pens and let us learn. Over to you, ma'am.
Hey, good morning to you all. I'm Favor. Today we'll be talking about. Okay, as we all know that there's something is going on in our environment, in the country, all over the world. So we have some words to pronounce correctly today. So our first word today will be virus. You call it virus. People say, virus, coronavirus. It is not virus. It is virus. Virus. Virus, okay. Not virus.
So we don't say virus.
Not say virus.
I've been calling it virus.
Okay, I think we should just practice, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So let's go.
Virus.
Everyone.
Virus.
So, Mr. Kinsey, can you please make a sentence with that word?
I don't want to contact the recent coronavirus.
Oh, that's very good.
Okay.
Also called COVID-19.
Oh. I don't want to Oh dear. Oh God.
Okay.
Virus, not virus. Okay.
Yeah. So, you want me to repeat my question and my sentence?
Yes.
Okay. I don't want to contract the recent coronavirus.
Okay. So
also
that was
called COVID-19.
Oh. Okay.
Wow. Okay. We have another one here today. It's not caution. It's caution.
Okay.
Caution, not caution. Caution yourself now. It is
How do
caution.
we spell that word?
CAUTION.
Oh,
not
I
caution.
See. So this is caution. Caution
Yes,
yourself.
caution. Not caution. Yes, not caution.
Oh.
It is caution.
Caution.
Caution. That's very good.
Okay.
So we have another one here. Not safety. It is safety. Safety.
Oh.
Yes, not safety.
Oh, okay. So not
do you mind taking it again?
Okay, SAFELY, not safety.
SAFETY, right?
Yes, sorry. TY.
Safety.
Not safety.
Okay,
safety.
Not
Can I make a
safety.
sentence with that, please?
Yes, Lola, let's
Okay.
have you.
Okay. I need to mind my safety.
Wow.
Safety.
Yes. Safety. Not safety.
Safety. No safety.
Okay, we have another one here. People call it isolation. Isolation.
Isolation.
It's not good.
The moment you have a symptom, you have to
isolate
yourself.
So it is not isolation. It is isolation.
Oh,
yes.
isolation.
The all there is having a short sound.
Okay.
So we go isolation.
Okay. Can we say that, everybody?
Isolation.
Again.
Isolation. Okay, and the last one for today. Quarantine. I want to quarantine. They will quarantine.
Quarantine.
It's not quarantine, and it's
Oh,
not
are you sure?
quarantine.
No, let me try again.
Quarantine.
What is quarantine? I've been hearing the word lately.
Yes,
what
and
is it
everybody.
about? Somebody please educate me. What is
You educate us.
Yes,
Okay.
can you say please? Help us.
Really?
Because I know you know it. Okay, I know the children also know. Well,
Okay.
anyway. Okay, so it means to keep oneself away, right?
Yeah.
Deliberately, so as not to pass an infection to other people
Mm.
or a virus to other people.
Thank you, Lola.
I don't know. Maybe you could explain
You,
better.
you've done well.
Oh,
Okay, so we need to know that it is not quarantine or quarantine.
So how do we pronounce it?
It's quarantine.
Quarantine.
Yes, quarantine.
Okay.
Yes.
Quarantine.
Yes.
Quarantine.
Quarantine.
Quarantine. Did I get that?
Yes, yes. Again.
Okay.
Quarantine.
Yes.
Quarantine.
Yes.
Quarantine.
Not
Not
quarantine.
Oh, quarantine. Can we say that?
Quarantine.
Again.
Quarantine.
Again.
Quarantine.
Quarantine. Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, we did.
All right. I really must say that was educative because for many years could have said that.
I've
so
always
it's
called it
quarantine.
quarantine.
Quarantine. But now it is quarantine. Okay, quarantine. Now, when you start to call in, I need you to pay attention to that, so you don't say quarantine for us. Right way of pronouncing that word is quarantine. And she also told us about virus. It's not virus. 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 It has the triphthong I. So virus. And she also mentioned safety, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, safety. Okay.
And also
Which other one?
isolation.
Isolation. Okay, and then one more, Kingston. We should not be bad learners. Come on. We shouldn't be forgetful. So we had quarantine, we have safety, we have isolation, we have virus. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much for that. We're so grateful. We go on a very short break now, and once we're back, we're going to the storytelling segment. Get your papers. Do not go anywhere.
Every ball you throw will make me rich. There stands me wife, the idol of me life, singing roly poly ball a penny a pitch. All together now.
Roll a ball a penny a pitch.
Harmony.
Roll a ball a penny a pitch.
Oh, yes, you're welcome back. Yeah, that was a great one from the diction segment. Thank you, Miss Favor, for those correction of words. Now it's the story time. And the title of my story today is not coronavirus, no. The carnivorous plant and the butcher.
Wow. The
That's the
carnivorous
Plant and the butcher.
Okay.
The carnivorous plant and the butcher. No, I didn't say butcher. Okay. Okay, so the carnivorous plant and the butcher. Flora was a carnivorous plant, but truly in the meat-eating sense. She lived in a supermarket next to her friend Pocky, the butcher's counter. Pocky treated her with great affection and attention and always had some morsel of meat to give her at the end of each day. But one day, Flora didn't get a ration in a big yellow box. Pretending not to know anything about it, Flora asked Pocky if she could have a little of the food kept in the yellow box. He responded very severely that she could not and added, "Don't even think about it, Flora. Don't ever think about touching the meat in that box." The plant felt hurt as well as hungry, and she couldn't stop wondering who Pocky was keeping all that delicious looking meat for. With a negative thought, she was filling up with anger. That very night, when the shop was empty, she went over to the box, opened it, and ate the meat until her belly ached. The next morning, when Pocky arrived and discovered the thing, exploded. "I told you not to touch it. All that meat was poisoned. That's why I haven't been able to give you anything for days. They sent us a spoiled delivery." Without delay, they found a farmer both a Novet with a greenhouse hospital who managed to save Flora's life. She was already feeling great pain in her roots and her leaves were changing color. The shock hits everyone hard, but at least Flora learned to stick to the rules set by those who most love us. That's much safer than just doing whatever we want. That's the end of my story.
What an amazing story.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it's time when we're being instructed to do this and not to do this.
Yeah.
Do not socialize. Keep your social distance. Do not shake hands. Do not hug unnecessarily. Do not move too close. Do not go to school. Do not do this and that. But some of those instructions are not really, they're not really making any sense to us as children, because we don't know why we should be stopped from going to school. We don't know why our parents will just suddenly say we should not shake hands anymore or do this or that.
Yeah.
But then look at what happened to Flora. I mean, it was something she got all the time. Like once Pocky returns, she will have this portion of meat. She will have her own ration of meat. And that has come as privileges. It has come as a lifestyle. But all of a sudden, it stopped coming. And then she felt, oh, why? What is it? Have I offended Pocky? Or is it that, okay, I'll go myself? And she didn't know that those meat was poisoned. They were poisoned. And so she felt, okay, I'll just beat Pocky to it. And she disobeyed. I mean, she did what she was not supposed to do. And you see, it landed her in trouble.
She paid the price. She danced to the music.
Oh my gosh. It's not good when we disobey. When instructions are given from our loved ones, it's out of the love that they have for us. Because they don't want us hurt. They don't want us hospitalized. They don't want us experience pain. But most of the time, those instructions don't make sense to us.
Yeah.
I remember, as I was growing up, my mom would say to us sometimes, please ensure you do not touch the whatever. Sometimes it could be food. Sometimes
No, let me tell you what it usually is. Tin of milk. Don't go there. Don't steal milk.
But because it's creamy and you just want to have a dry portion of milk into your mouth.
Go there, take milk.
And most times it could be expired.
You
and then
understand?
maybe mommy wants to take it back to where she got it from to lodge complaint. But because you felt, oh yeah, it's milk, we just have it every time in the house, it's for our consumption. You go there and then you start purging.
You actually should not wait for a situation where something you have to inhale or take something bad. We should just learn to stick to instruction. When your parents say, don't do this, don't do it. When your parents say, okay, I'm leaving the house, I'm leaving you with your younger ones, do not leave the house.
But do you know, Kingston, instructions can be...
I understand.
Keeping to instruction or obedience can be, difficult sometimes.
But do you remember this adage that what a child standing on a tree cannot see?
Yes.
A man who is seated underneath that tree would see it.
Father.
You understand? So when they give you such instruction, it is for your own benefit. Oftentimes, you don't get to understand the reason for that. But when you grow up, you get to understand that, okay, this is why they didn't want me to
take a look at the situation in the country now.
Yeah.
I'm sure most of you will have your parents say to you, do not go to that house. Do not go visiting this, and maybe a visit was already scheduled for maybe March or after examination and all that. And, those instructions, those privileges might be denied right now because of the situation in the country about the virus that is spreading everywhere. So, those instructions might be difficult. You may not understand or see why you cannot just visit a cousin or visit a family member at this point in time. And you're like, no, mommy, but no big deal. There's a big deal. Obedience is better than sacrifice.
Very, 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 very key. And again, parents should learn to, pass some certain information to their kids. There are some parents, they don't really know how to explain certain things. They just give you instruction and they just want you to obey that instruction hook, line, and sinker. Oftentimes, kids have a way of going about things. You just have to know how to relate with them. Of course, you understand. Of course, kids, you are expected to respect your parents, to obey instructions, but then parents to don't give instructions like a soldier.
Of course, because we have to respect their opinion as well. But notwithstanding, we should know that the love versus the reason they're giving those instructions is because they care for us and they do not want any evil or bad thing to happen to us. So instruction and obedience go alongside, and it's very key. So that will be it on the story segment. Once we come back, yes, we're going to open the lines for you to call and answer our questions. So do not go anywhere. It's still your favorite program, Rave Kids and Teens, on Rave FM 91.7. Thank you. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Bum, 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 bum. Yes, you're welcome back. And so it's time for you to call in. The phone numbers to call this morning to reach us on Rave Kids and Teens are 0806 867 6165.
Or you can call 0902 427 3808.
As well as 0905 648 7177. So let's the call start rolling in and we will be here. Okay, here's the first caller. Good
Hello.
morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. How are you this morning?
I'm fine, ma. Thank you,
Okay, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
ma. It's Olanrewaju Emmanuel.
Olanrewaju Emmanuel, how are you?
I'm fine, ma.
Okay, so I'd like to ask you, tell me one word. What is the title of my story, firstly?
The carnivorous plant and the butcher.
Oh, that was
Wow.
crispy and on point. Thank you very much for that. All right, now to the diction segment.
All right. Can you tell me one word that was corrected this morning?
Yes.
Okay.
Isolation.
Again.
Wow.
Isolation.
That's
Wow,
very correct.
brilliant. All right, so wait for your trivia question and then you could stand a chance to come to the studio.
Okay, I would ask you a very simple question because I really, really want to see you in the studio. This is my question.
Okay, sir.
Who invented the telephone? Who invented the telephone?
The person who invented the telephone.
Yes. Alexander what? Who invented the telephone? Oh, I've given you an idea. Alexander who?
Sir?
Who invented the telephone?
Brought it to Nigeria. You know, I get it from that point of view. But I'm
Okay.
sorry that answer was not correct.
It
So
wasn't
sorry.
correct. Sorry, we have to take this.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good
What's your
morning.
name and where are you calling from?
My name is Obutula Luashim from Ayekale.
Oluwashem from Ayekale. All right. Now, can you tell me what happened in the story in just 10 seconds? Did you listen to the story I told this morning?
No.
Oh, why? You tuned in late or something? Oh, you should always, 9 o'clock, you should listen to Rave Kids and Teens. I mean, oh, so sorry about that. Well, the diction segment, sorry about that.
Well, let's start. Okay, let's take this. Hello? Hello?
Good afternoon, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you?
Thank you, sir.
Okay. What is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Oladimeji. I'm coming from Oshogbo.
All right,
Okay.
Oladimeji. Okay, now tell me the names of the two people in my story this morning. The names of the two characters in my story.
The carnivorous plant and the flora and turkey.
Flora and Porky. All right. I got that twist. It's okay. That was correct though. Thank you.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
I want you to pronounce this word correctly. Caution.
Caution.
Again, please.
Caution.
Caution. Okay. All right. Your third question.
Okay. What money do they use in Japan? What money The money they use in Japan, what is it called? Like in Nigeria, our money is called naira.
Ma, sa,
I said, what money do they use in Japan?
UN.
Sorry?
Yes.
Yen? Did you say yen?
Yes, sir.
I heard someone tell you yen. Yen, say yen. Did daddy do that?
Yes.
That's
Daddy,
cheating.
daddy, thank you. Uncle, thank you. Well,
Okay, I'll just give you one more question because daddy helped you there.
Daddy, do not help us now.
Daddy, please do not help us now. Okay. What is the capital of Kenya?
And so we end the two.
Sorry, we have to let you go. We have to let you go.
This is not
Please.
the time for daddy or mommy or uncle, auntie to help you out. I mean, we want to test your knowledge. We want to test your ability. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Uh-oh.
Hello? Oh, sorry, we lost that.
That's
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
morning.
How are you?
I'm fine, ma.
All right. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Favor. I'm calling from Oshodo.
Okay, Favor. Good to speak with you this morning. All right. So, can you tell me the moral of the story I told this morning?
Ma,
Can you tell me the moral, the lesson of the story I told this morning?
we should not be greedy. Whatever we were not given, we should not take it without the conscience of the owner.
Oh, that was absolutely
Correct.
SAFETY.
Pronounce that
pronounce the
word.
word again.
Safety.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Safety. You said.
Okay, let me ask you now. If the president of Nigeria stays in Aso Rock and the president of America stays,
All right. All right. So we will not be able to take any more calls for now, as we have a guest from last week in the studio. We'd like to meet her and definitely would like to ask her some questions. I'm very sure that she's ready and she's super excited to be on Rave Kids and Teens with us. Can you please tell us your name? Tell us the name of your school as well.
My name is Omisanya Anat, and the name of my school is Olive Branches Junior School.
Wow.
Anat,
I
Olive
love her
Branches.
eloquence.
Yes, it's pretty, expressive. That's good. All right, it's great to have you here on Rave Kids and Teens. What do you feel? How do you feel coming on the program this morning?
I feel very excited.
I can see it all over you, sweetheart. We're also very, very happy and excited to see you. All right, so you're going to be taking question from the diction segment and, of course, the trivia question from Mr. Kingston.
Okay,
Are you ready?
I would like
Yes,
to
sir.
start with you. I'll give you something very simple. Okay. What does the Roman numeral C represent?
100.
100. That is
Ooh,
correct.
absolutely correct. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay.
Yeah, excited. Okay, so I would like to ask you a question on diction and phonetics. Give me an example of a silent letter word, like a silent letter word, any of them. A word that has a silent letter.
Plumber.
Absolutely correct. I love that. Woo!
Okay.
Anat is doing so well.
Now, let's see if you're going to get this.
That doesn't mean you should. Come on. Come on. All right, let's go.
Okay. Which is the only mammal that can't jump? Which is the only mammal that can't jump? Think. Out of all the animals you know, which one cannot jump? Mammal. Not just any animal. Mammal. Which one cannot jump? If you don't have an
A
idea.
goat.
A goat? Really? You've not seen a goat chasing the mother before.
Of course, a goat can jump.
Have you seen how big an elephant is?
Yes.
Can an elephant jump?
No.
Oh,
think so.
now
I
that
don't
is the
think
answer.
Oh,
Elephant is the answer. Elephant cannot jump.
Wow.
I told
Wow.
you won't get it.
Whatever. Let's see if she'll get this one as well.
Okay.
All right, so the diction question is, how do we greet in the afternoon?
Good afternoon.
Why? You started that by not making her get the second question. Or let's just say she didn't get it. It's not good afternoon. It's good afternoon. Good afternoon. Can you say that, please?
Good afternoon.
Again.
Good afternoon.
That's correct now.
Okay, my very, very last question. Okay, I'm going to ask you 2 more questions because you have been very, very impressive. Listen, which is the highest mountain in Africa?
Mountain Everest.
No, I said in Africa. I didn't say in the world. In Africa. If I had asked you which is the highest mountain in the world, if you said Everest, I would say, okay, it's correct. But in Africa, which is the highest mountain in Africa? Please come and try and get this from me, please.
Come on, Nat. Come on.
Nat, try. Say something. Mount what? It starts with a K.
Mountain Kilimanjaro.
And so let's take it that she's smart.
Yeah,
because, she's smart.
She's
smart.
really, really smart.
And I really, really like that.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
She has one last question. I
From
told
you?
her, yes, she has one last question.
Okay. Now to the diction segment. All right. So, how do you pronounce this sound of the letter? Letter Y. What is the sound of letter Y?
Yi.
Can you try again? Because it is not Y.
E.
Yeah, well, because it could be a semi-vowel, it could be E, but let me just correct it. Well, it's our duty to correct all the mispronounced sounds anyway, because most children are used to saying yi, bo, boo. Okay, so you pair with your short sound and you say y, not yi. Now say y.
Yeah.
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 Very correct. So I'll take that for a yes.
Okay. You're definitely not going to get this.
Why? What? Excuse me, Kingston. Why? I do not like that. Please change that question.
Okay.
Because you already said she wouldn't get it. I'm going to be an activist this morning.
If she listens to our program always, she's supposed to get it.
Oh,
because
yeah,
it's something
that's
I've
what
always
you will
asked.
say. That's
okay.
what you will say.
What is the antonym of the word synonym?
Oh, that's
Anthony.
Yeah, you see, she listens. Woo! Yeah,
I give that to you.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Anat, since you got that, my very last question, because you won't get it.
The very last and the very last and the very last.
This is actually the last question, Anat, and I really want you to get it.
Okay.
What percentage of an egg's weight is the shell? If you listen to this program, you should know it.
You should know it.
What percentage of an egg's weight is the shell? That means if you separate the content of an egg from the shell, what is the weight of that shell? Oh, no.
50%.
Really? Have you ever broken an egg before?
Yes.
It can't be 50. It's 12. The content weighs more than the shell.
Yes.
I told you.
mean, if it does not, we'll just be paying